The trucking guru dropped the biggest red flag months ago in this interview. We're gonna be watching a clip of that. If you don't know who she is, she claims to own 140 trucks, make millions of dollars per month. The problem is so much more information has came out since then, where she's been evicted multiple times. Her course is lifted and copied from other people, and she's in civil court and criminal court for some of her business actions. This clip right here, I saw this on a YouTube short. This is the biggest red flag of why a lot of people don't believe her. Let's check it out right now.
So once I did that 10,000 and I started adding on more trucks and making more money, I became addicted to that shit. So when I found out I made $1 million was because somebody asked to borrow some money.
Does that make sense to you guys? The first time she realized she had this much money, she didn't know until someone asked her for money. Does that make a lot of sense as an entrepreneur that you don't know you've made $1 million?
And I went to the ATM and I called the that I was fucking with, like, I think they up. They done put some money into the account. I went inside the bank, like, hey, and the lady said, it's your account, right? Do you think ain't nobody deposited nothing that don't belong, but like.
Again, does that make sense for someone who is in a real business that are in charge of their finances, knowing what's going on? Does this make sense that she would not know how much money she has in her bank account? She's not keeping track of her transactions? Does this sound like someone who actually is running a real business?
She had to sit me down and go over the shit. I had no idea because I was just in hustle mode. I don't got no high school diploma, no GED, no nothing, right? I got all these felonies.
That's a lot of red flags right there. When you are approached by a guru, they have not graduated from high school, don't have a GED, have tons of felonies, you probably should take what they say with a grain of salt. You probably shouldn't give them any money. In terms of people who are successful in entrepreneurship, do you have to necessarily go to college or go to get a master's? Not necessarily. But when someone's making a series of bad decisions, and then all of a sudden now they tell you they're holding the key to financial well-being to basically make millions of dollars, it may be too good to be true.
So in that moment, it was kind of surreal, but it was like, okay, I could double up. That moment is what made me a beast. That's why my shirt say millionaire maker.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And I knew if I could do it for me, I could do it for others.
Hey, now, I don't know if this is true, but somebody say you touching like 100 M's. Is this true?
That was 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Again, I would gladly invite you guys to check out Spencer Cornia's video. They kind of explain that what she's saying doesn't make any sense because she was getting evicted from multiple properties 4 years ago.
But somebody say you touching like 100 M's. Is this true?
That was 4 years ago.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Those millions per week must not have been in 2017 when she was evicted from her apartment in Tarrant County, Texas. It must not have been in 2018 when she was evicted from her next apartment in Tarrant County, Texas. And it must not have been in 2019 when she was evicted from her next apartment in Tarrant County, Texas.
But let's get into why that clip shows that she is not honest and she doesn't know what she's talking about. So let's break down these red flags. The unawareness of earning $1 million. It is highly unusual for someone in business, especially in trucking, where it involves significant operational costs and management, to be unaware that they have made $1 million. Successful business management usually requires close monitoring of those finances. Think about it. Trucking, it's highly volatile. There's some highs, some lows. If you're not keeping track of your money, how are you a good business person? Number two, the casual discovery of wealth. The way she describes discovering her wealth, asking someone to borrow money, and her going to check the bank account, seems implausible for a business of the scale that would generate such income. The lack of awareness of a financial status is atypical for a successful entrepreneur. If you don't know what money is in your account, why are you even here trying to tell someone about making money? Business 101, you gotta keep in track of your finances. You don't know that you earn $1 million? Come on. A lack of financial literacy. Now she admits of having a lack of basic education. No high school diploma, no GED. Then claiming to unknowingly amass a fortune just seems to be contradictory. While it's possible to be successful without formal education, but the complexity of running a profitable business typically requires a certain level of financial literacy and awareness. And then obviously her having criminal records. Now, having a criminal record does not necessarily mean you cannot run a successful business operation, but when you are committing crimes and you're getting caught, you're showing that you don't have a lot of self-control and also that you make bad decisions. Many people who are in jail are in there for making bad decisions. So are we going to believe this person stopped doing that and just figured out how to make millions of dollars in a month? again, seems unlikely. It just seems like the sudden realization of wealth and the claim of just being a beast in business comes across as overemphasis on wealth accumulation rather than sustainable business practices or strategies. Because, and again, in the trucking industry, it is really hard to maintain. There's highs and lows. Just acting like you just there to make that money and money just keeps coming and coming and you don't even know where it's coming from. You're making so much so fast. You're just so in a grind mode. That is not really honest in terms of running a long-term business where you may have bad times and good times, but you have a healthy business. She is basically reaching out to the person to sell courses and mentorships because if she can relate to them on that level of being a beast, using rap or sports analogies to grab a person who has no idea what they're doing. Hey, come to me, sign up for my courses, sign up for my mentorships, give me your money and I'll show you the way. While it's not impossible for someone to achieve significant financial success under unusual circumstances, the combination of these elements suggests that this person may be exaggerating what they're saying. They're not entirely grounded in fact. It's important to approach these claims and any claims made by gurus with a healthy degree of skepticism and to seek verifiable evidence. So far, she has not been able to tell us that she actually owns 140 trucks. She keeps saying that, but she doesn't show any proof. As one person said, where are the trucks?
Where is the receipt from your business? Where is the receipt from that money you make? Where is the receipt from you taking care of 4 households? Where is the receipt from you going to a dealership and buying a brand new Maybach? Where is the receipt from you taking care of 140 drivers?
Where are the trucks? She hasn't been able to tell us that. And when it seems like anyone gives her a criticism or a skepticism or want to ask her real questions, she gets really angry and really aggressive and then cries racism, unfortunately. So what do you guys think? In this conversation, I'll put the link in the description below. It's been out for months and it kind of shows that she may not be saying everything that is verifiable, that she showed herself early on as someone that you may not necessarily believe what she's saying is true. But what do you guys think? Have you guys checked out her interviews? And also, if you found any other signs that, wow, she probably was lying for a minute, put in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.